basically it, pretty much.
Well, to clarify, it'll still be zoned a mobile home park, but there'll be the ability to apply for a conditional use permit to have recreational campers in the mobile home park. Because the state of Minnesota licenses campers and mobile homes in the same manner. There's the same rules and the same licenses. But our zoning ordinance doesn't address recreational campers, and the state of Minnesota doesn't mind if the two are together. We just have to make our zoning ordinance allow for it. So they would have to go through a conditional use hearing and go through a permit process to have the permission to do that. It wouldn't be changing the zoning, it would be just allowing it as a conditional use in that zoning district, because it's still designed to be primarily mobile homes. That's your goal, is you'd like to have it be.
We'd like to keep it as a mobile
home.
home park, but
Yeah.
there's nothing happening right now. I visited with the state, and they tell me it's the same regulations for either or, basically. We're not gonna change the sites, it'll be the same amount of sites. I think there's a demand for it, and bringing in campers. If you look at any of the campsites around, like Eagle Cliff, they look pretty nice if you have it set up the way they have it set up like that, and I think that's what we're shooting for. I really don't want to mess with the camping every weekend. We don't want tents, anything like that. Basically, campers. We like to use the center part to start with and leave the rest alone, but if we want it so that the whole thing is changed, because if we come on a weekend or something and you got people looking for a camp spot, we want to be able to rent to them too. So that's pretty much short of it. I mean, everything is sitting there, all electric, and the sewer and water is ready to go. In fact, it's probably better set up than any of the campgrounds around, because the media comes in there and telephone and everything else is there too, you know, so everything's there, so, you know, so let's.
My kind of camping.
You look at some of these campers, they've got some pretty big money invested, they have pretty nice decks, and, but it's a temporary home, and I think it'll benefit Rushford. Just if we could fill that center up, that's 19 spots, you get 19 families coming to town, they're gonna spend money someplace, and buy gas, or buy groceries, or whatever. I think any influx to the business helps Rushford, so it's sure not working as a trailer park.
No.
So that's kind of where we're at.
How does how would the sewer and water hookups and all of that kind of stuff be handled?
It's through the city. Everything will be through the city. The sewer and the water is already there. We're not changing anything. It's all done.
So are you contemplating a 3-month?
Basically, what they
6 month or
what they do is they pay for a year. A lot of them never move them during the winter, in the fall. Some move them, some don't. Once they set them, I used to have one down in Money Creek. We just left it sit there all year round. You just went down and turned everything off. So you're plugged into the. Everything is metered.
How we're gonna exactly come up with a rate though, you know,
Oh, for the
Kathy,
billing.
for the billing?
When you had the ones there this last summer, you got the deposits from everybody,
Yep.
and we billed them, and everybody's paid, and, but there were some, I think, where you paid the electric bill.
There were spots, the ones that the campers came, where the campers came in, basically, they paid their own. And then there was a couple spots where we had, when the carnival came to town, they had a couple campers, and I rented them for over the weekend. Then they just paid a flat rate, and then I paid the city the expense for the sewer and the water and the electric. So it can be done either way. Basically, I prefer that they move in and have a permanent spot and pay for a year, then everything can be handled through the city.
Yeah, we'd sooner everybody be permanent. If we could get 19 permanents, we'd be done. That'd be the perfect route, but the world doesn't seem to be perfect for us down there. We'd be full of trailers if it was.
Yeah. But just so that it doesn't get to be a huge burden
On City Hall.
on City Hall
Right.
or
No,
It wouldn't be any different than the
Public
trailer
Works
park,
trying to,
because it's not any, we're not adding anything more to it, you know, everything would be,
except they're more mobile.
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The campers are more mobile, so
Yep.
they may wanna move in and out quicker. Hopefully they don't, but if they do, then it could,
Well, some of these people that have campers, they might have a permanent spot, but they might pull it out for a weekend and go someplace else. That's what's nice about having a camper, you can put it out in the field if you want it. You know, you can go here and go there, you know, if you're a hunter, maybe you wanna go up north or something too. So it's,
But they'll keep their same spot.
those connections are,
Yeah.
are,
Flexible.
what, very easy to
Yep.
do and undo?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
pretty simple. Basically,
I'm not
it's-
And we've switched the center all over to that now.
yeah, all
Cool.
electrical is 50 amp trailer plugs, so if they come in, all they have to do is plug in the sewer, you pull the cap off, run your line into it, hook a garden hose up, and you're ready to go. So it's pretty simple.
We thought we were gonna get more people off I-90 than what we did get.
Yeah, but it was still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Had 7 guys that come down and rent it.
Okay, Kathy, and if I understand this right, it would be, there needs to be an amendment to the zoning ordinance first, and then,
Then
once
they
the
have to
amendment
apply.
is made, then they would apply for a conditional use.
So
Can
they're,
we accomplish that? We'd have to have a public hearing, wouldn't we, to amend the zoning?
yes, that's what this is for, is that
Right.
you would approve having a public hearing next council meeting
The next council
to
meeting?
amend the zoning
Okay.
ordinance.
We
And
have
then,
3 public hearings on the 22nd.
Fun. It'll be a full meeting.
and part of the reason is that they would like to, you know, their licensing year is up at the end of
Got
the
the
fiscal year.
license
So we'd
application.
like to, if they can get this all done by the end of their license year, would make things easier with the state.
If we have this public hearing at the next meeting, that would give you enough time to get relicensed.
I'm gonna call,
Okay.
state man probably, I have to call him for my other stuff too, and talk to him about that, cause I got the application today, it came in the mail today, so.
Any consideration of a sunset on this conditional use?
This right here is just to put the language for conditional use application in the zoning ordinance. When they have, then there'll have to be another hearing by them to consider their request. So then you would deal with their specific request.
So we have to have 2
But
here.
first, we just have to amend the ordinance itself to even allow them to ask for it.
Yeah.
But does the hearing for the use permit, you need that scheduled soon then, if they wanna get this done before their end of their license year.
Yeah, and they can still do that in December. Cause that happens, if this gets approved, that the zoning ordinance is changed, if that gets approved in November, then they could file their application, and then that goes before the planning commission. And the planning commission would give you the recommendation, so there's a couple, 2-3 meetings in December there where it could all be done.
Move we set the public hearing for November 22nd.
Second it.
Motion by Mr. Robertson, second by Mr. Hansi. Any more discussion? Comment? Good to go. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.